Honestly, I think academic labs could use more of it, just like for building the culture in academia.
I always say each academic lab's almost like a small startup in itself.
Exactly. That's why I think it's actually super applicable, but it's not something that's taught.
What's something you had to unlearn when you were switching from academia into the biotech world?
Well, I had to unlearn my preconceptions about industry, about it being like evil and like, oh, I should, like professorship is like the only true path. It was more things I had to learn. So I think the one huge advantage kind of psychologically that you have coming out of academia into industry is that, especially if you've like gone through a PhD, you've had to grind through the unknown, and you've gotten like 1,000 no's, and like there's no answer in the back of the textbook. And I think that's very similar actually to the startup journey of just like grit and just having to like persevere through just like massive adversity where it's really on you to figure it out or not. I think the area that frankly I don't think there's many programs, if any, that do teach you is like people management and like how to build a culture and a community.
Maybe the business acumen there, or?
I mean, it's not even business. Honestly, I think academic labs could use more of it, just like for building the culture in academia.
I always say each academic lab's almost like a small startup in itself.
Exactly. That's why I think it's actually super applicable, but it's not something that's taught on any level. And my view, though, is that none of this is rocket science. None of this is biology. You can learn it. I think the key thing is you have to want to learn it, whether that's pitching or sales or like startup culture. These are all things that any intelligent person can figure out.
Right.
There's no secrets here. It's just that you have to like it enough that you actually do it. Maybe that goes back to your previous question of like a common failure mode is like people feel like, oh, I'm doing a startup, I have to like do this role or that. No, like figure out, what do you actually get up in the morning liking? Do you get up in the morning liking to go do experiments and design them? Do you get up in the morning wanting to go talk to investors and you love pitching? I hear all the time CEOs are like, I hate pitching. Why the hell are you the CEO? Like, do yourself a favor. Like, don't. Right? And I think there's a lot of things tied up in like, oh, I'm doing this or that. Especially in an early stage company, every co-founder like needs to do a little bit of everything. So you're going to learn everything, but like try and lean into what gives you energy, because that's the only way you're going to get good at it. And the other thing is you're going to suck at everything when you start. Like you're going to look back, you better look back at your earliest pitches and say this was garbage. Because if you're not, that means you haven't improved.
Biotech TV's coverage of San Francisco Healthcare Week is brought to you by HSBC Innovation Banking.